tatawanan sa tatawanan lang natin yung mga problema. We are used to smiling through pain. Kahit anong challenge nang yan, ang mga Pilipino would joke about it, would laugh about it. No, ganun tayo. We are not used to demanding safer housing, safer working conditions, and just say, girl, bahala na si Batman. These are the traits kasi na baka hindi tayo aware na we are doing, we are participating it without realizing na hindi pala maganda yun. When we live kasi in one community, no, we thought normal lang yun kasi ginagawa naman ng iba or ginagawa ng karamihan. But in reality, that normal na nakagawaan natin is hindi pala healthy. So the purpose of this vlog is not to finger pointing, blaming, whatever, but for us ourselves to be aware of these things and how we can change it instead. So let's start. Number 1 is greeting someone based on their appearance. Mars, tumaba ka, Mars. Kakalaman-laman ka, Mars. Tapos, mangungurot ka pa, girl, ng bilbil. Ay, akala ko magbabarbecue tayo. Nagdala ka pala ng uling. Bakit ang itim-itim mo? I'm sure nakakatawa yung mga jokes na yun, no? But okay lang ba na mga mustuhan muna tayo? But if you were that person who got this comment, kahit naman joke pa yun subconsciously, pauwi ka sa jeep, I know that you would replay that scenario in your head, yung sinabi sa'yo, yung comment na na-receive mo from someone. And sometimes, our respond, we are too shy to address na nakakasakit na, and we just say, baliw, and then laugh about it. Or also, respond either as a joke or say something against that person para patas tayo. Ay kuya, ikaw nga, akala ko nasa Saudi Arabia ako at mukhang desyerto yung ulo mo Ay, akala ko airport yung ilong mo. May we realize, na it was never okay or never acceptable na magsabi ng mga ganitong comments. Each of us kasi has its own insecurities. Sa tingin mo ba, yung friend mo na sinabihan mo na tumaba siya doesn't realize na she's gaining weight? Or yung friend mo na sinabihan mo ng kalbo, hindi niya alam na kalbo siya? The point is, lahat tayo, yung insecurities natin is alam natin yun sa sarili natin. And we don't have to highlight it kasi hindi mo alam yung struggle na pinagdaraanan ng isa't isa sa atin, about our mental health, building confidence, body acceptance, whatever. Just ask, Mars, kumusta? Ano yung update sa life mo? If both of you naman kasi are good friends, for sure, mag-open up yan sa'yo. Mars, stress lately sa work. At least, hindi kayo nagkasakitan. At hindi yung pauwi ka sa work, inisip mo yung side comments sa'yo, hindi yung pagtingin mo sa salamin. Ang tinitignan mo is yung physical appearance na hinighlight ng ibang tao na mali sa'yo. So, no tayo dyan, ha. Second is crab mentality. Sometimes, halimbawa, a colleague gets promoted, we would say, tsamba lang yun. Girl, sip-sip yan sa boss. Ay, mayaman kasi yung pamilya niyan We try to discredit someone based on their hard work and find it hard to celebrate their success. Bakit ang hirap kaya nun? A normal response to, halimbawa, kinongratulate ka, Mars, congratulations. Sometimes, you would also respond, ay, swerte lang yun, Mars. You also try to discredit yourself. Yung pagod mo, parang hindi mo hindi mo din sineselebrate. Let them know the hard work that you have done. Ay, salamat. Grabe talaga, girl, yung stress ko nang nakaraan. Pero buti, maganda pala yung kay nahinatnan. Ay, thank you, girl. Grabe yung overtime ko. Tara, kain tayo sa labas para mag-celebrate tayo. Sometimes, it's hard for us to say thank you, especially pag napupunta sa atin yung spotlight na feeling mo lahat sila nakatingin sa iyo. Pag nasa sa'yo yung spotlight doesn't mean na mas nakalamang ka or whatnot. Or if hindi nasa sa'yo yung spotlight doesn't mean na luging-lugi ka din. You would really meet different types of people na better sa'yo, mas sa'yo, nakakalamang sa'yo, or less sa'yo. But it doesn't mean that they are better or you're better din. Sadyang magkakaiba-iba yung characters natin, personalities natin, and yung qualities natin. Other people's light, doesn't mean na we're also dimming our own light. Talagang ganun talaga ang buhay. Let them, kumbaga, be our inspiration para mas magpursige pa tayo. Eto, girl, colonial mentality, third one. Ito yung hindi natin tinatangkilik yung sarili natin. And sometimes, we prefer something foreign over something local. HR, for example, ito yung i-hire natin kasi magaling mag-English. Ito yung i-hire natin kasi maputi, mukhang matalino. Thought na it was the batayan ng competency sa work. When you go to groceries, ay girl, bilhin natin tong whitening para pumuti pa tayo. Girl, dito tayo kumain sa mas sosyal. Huwag tayo dun sa karinderya. Bagong sahod naman, may pera tayo. Ito yung bilhin natin, girl, kasi made in... Pero pagtingin mo sa likod, girl, lahat naman ng products made in China na. Charot. Somehow, we have to challenge these biases, no? Ano naman kasi yung mali sa morena? Iba-iba lang din talaga yung ganda. Tingnan mo muna din yung resume, no? Ito pala, naka 10 years of experience. Baka mahihain lang din at hindi na-express yung sarili niya during the interview. Dito tayo, Mars, sa karinderya kasi ayoko nang mag-fast food. Conscious ako sa kinakain ko. Mars, support natin yung mga local products, at least less chemicals. My list would go on regarding these examples, no? But I know, girl, nagigets mo yung sinasabi ko. Challenge these biases. Tapos yung mga advertisement na yan, girl, be smart. Huwag mo, sunod-sunod ka lang dyan. Number 4, overdependence on family or utang na loob. Sabi ni Papa mo, pinag-aral kita, binuhay ko kayo, ikaw naman yung magpaaral sa kapatid mo. Ay, nako. You may see this a joke, no? But it can be a reality of a breadwinner. Ang culture kasi sa atin sa Pilipinas, no? Whenever we send money, whenever we help our family financially, it is not just a duty, it is not just an obligation, but it's also a way of us showing our love to them. For a breadwinner too, no? Andun lagi yung guilt. Halimbawa, you're eating in a restaurant after a long day sa work, no? Sinend mo yung photo sa family mo. And then, buti ka pa anak, ang sarap ng kinakain mo. Kami dito nagbukas lang ng delata. Or halimbawa, nag-travel ka, no? Anak, ang ganda naman ng puntahan mo. Kami dito, tambay lang sa labas. It may not be intentional and wala naman ng other meanings about it. But sometimes, you would feel trapped, you would feel guilty, and you would feel like parang hindi mo deserve yung different life. And for you to live, you have to share the same pain that your family has. But in reality, you cannot also pull up someone if you're also at the bottom yourself. As a breadwinner, no, one of the mistakes that we do is that we try to provide to our family the comfort that we are experiencing without realizing na tinitake din natin yung responsibility nila sa sarili nilang buhay. Lahat tayo may sarili-sariling goals and responsibilities sa buhay natin. An example, halimbawa, no, our parents' responsibility is to support the family they have created, patapusin yung anak sa pag-aaral. But once the children start to have their own family, then you have to let them. Your responsibility naman sa buhay mo as an individual, you are not just more than a parent, you're also an individual yourself, is to prepare for your own retirement. Hindi yung pambili ng diapers ng apo mo, ikaw pa din. They made a decision to make their own family. Let them handle the responsibility. As an eldest, Ma, Pa, I'm thankful for what you've done, no? But I also need to pursue kung ano ba yung gusto ko para sa buhay ko. Kailangan ko mag-decide on my own. And it doesn't mean na hindi ko kayo love. Yung kapatid mo, girl, naglambing, pambili ng motor, pambili ng sapatos, whatever. Ask him, paano ka makakapag-ipon or paano ka magkakaroon ng additional income para mabili mo yan? We have to teach people how to fish. Hindi yung ibibigay mo lang yung comfort na kailangan niya. Kasi later in life, they also need to learn how to do these things. Paano ba mag-budget? Paano ba magluto? Paano ba mag-apply sa trabaho? Paano ba maghanap ng bahay? Paano ba mag-manage ng time as a working student or as a young adult with kids? When reality hits, no, na hindi na sila makadepend sa'yo, sila din gulo yung mahirapan or gulong-gulo sa buhay kasi hindi natuto na tumayo sa sariling paa. Utang na loob can really be overwhelming and manipulative kasi andun yung sense of obligation and we also have to set boundaries. We have to learn this too. Last one I have is toxic positivity or forced resilience. Now, don't get me wrong, no? Resilience is one of our best traits as Filipinos. Saan ba yung nakita mong bansa na best in baha na ay best in swimming din ng mga Pilipino? Tatawanan sa tatawanan lang natin yung mga problema. We are used to smiling through pain. Kahit anong challenge nang yan, ang mga Pilipino would joke about it, would laugh about it. No, ganun tayo. We are not used to demanding safer housing, safer working conditions, and just say, girl, bahala na si Batman. And then we just push through. That resilience na best quality natin also acts like a double sword. Tayo lang din kasi yung nahihirapan, hindi yung mayayaman, but yung mga mahihirap. And that leads to accident, low morale, burnout, and the main problem, hindi pa din na-address. kaya natin to, Pilipino tayo atapang nga tao tayo It's okay to feel tired, that's human. Ikaw ba naman mag-commute 2 hours sa work, 9 hours sa work, and then 2 hours ulit pa uwi. And yet we don't demand anything. Okay lang yan, girl, at least may trabaho nga We sometimes don't acknowledge yung talagang problema natin. Girl, nood na lang tayo ng soap opera. Girl, on mo yung TV alas 12 na makikita ko na yung paborito kong artista. How I really wish na we have free education sa atin sa Pilipinas. Alam kong suntok sa buwan yun. Baka only then mamumulat tayo and we would start questioning yung mga bagay-bagay at hindi tayo yung madaling mauto. But maybe it's also one of the reasons kung bakit hindi yun kayang i-implement. Who knows? So that's it. Thank you so much for being with me today. Thank you so much for 150 subscribers. Ay, akalain mo yan. This has been your Ate Girl and I'll see you in the next. Cheers!